Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Hedera and HBAR. So let's just dive in and let's start off with this tweet here. So, NFT NYC 2023. Yep, it's coming up. It's very close, and I do think that this is going to be great. Why? Well, I don't know if you guys remember, but the summer of 2022 was pretty interesting for Hedera. Specifically, NFTs. During NFT NYC, we seen Hedera go absolutely crazy with marketing. Their marketing was on point. And I say that because up until that point, Hedera basically had zero marketing. And we've seen how beneficial marketing actually is. Why? Because from there, we've seen Zeus market volume skyrocket. Right now, if you actually go over to Zeus Market, we're sitting at about roughly almost 152 million HBAR in total volume. Almost 250,000 HBAR in volume on the 24-hour span. Average sale price sitting at almost 1.4k HBAR. Total items almost 110,000. There's a lot of great projects over on Zeus. There's a lot of great projects building out on Hedera. And I say this because right now, the NFT scene, sorry guys for that, by the way. Right now, the NFT scene on Hedera is still very early on. There's not a lot of great tooling for NFT projects. Once we start to see the pooling really, or the tooling really start to pour in, that's when we will see a lot more expansion from the NFT side of things. I just recently went public on Twitter talking about a project. It's called Meta Zombies. It is one of the most solid projects simply because of the utility that they have outside of what all of these other projects have within the Hedera scene. And I think projects like Meta Zombies or like Dead Pixels Ghost Club or even Hangry Barboons, like these are going to be the gems within the Hedera scene because going forward on, they are going to be the ones that have a lot of marketability, that have a huge team behind them, that are constantly relentless on updates, on trying to offer value to those that are holding. I'm very excited for the future around Hedera NFTs. And I think a lot of other people are as well, because when you compare and contrast Hedera versus Ethereum, one, we already know network-wise, it's night and day. But here we have a few statistics. We have Ethereum, 30-day loss, 405,000 Ethereum. We have HBAR 30-day loss, almost 3 million HBAR. We have 30-day profit on Ethereum, 96.9K. 30-day profit over on HBAR, almost 3 million. Sales and profit on Ethereum, 23%. Sales and profit on HBAR, almost 3%. That's about 19.8% more of HBAR sales being profitable than Ethereum. That is night and day. And how can Hedera do this? Well, it's because of the network efficiency. When you go over to Uniswap, because we were just talking about this in the Discord, when we go over to Uniswap and we try to transact, we're paying astronomical gas fees. And again, I don't believe that mass adoption is going to occur when you have gas fees that are $30, $40, $50, sometimes even $100 plus to just transact on a network. How can you achieve mass adoption with those network fees? The answer? You can't. And I do think that Hedera is going to start expanding rapidly. Not only from NFTs, but also DeFi. Bubble Swap? Yeah, this is a very small project over on Hedera. They only have $23,000 worth of liquidity. That's absolutely nothing. They did have almost $7 million worth of liquidity at one point in time, but now we have V2 launching. I think that this is going to be great. I think that this is going to be big as well. And I also think that this is going to boast quite a bit more of TVL. But also, this is a very small project. They only have about 511 followers. I think everyone should go check them out if you haven't already. But also, outside of this, we also have Pangolin. They recently just hit $10 million worth of TVL. Now, right now, currently, they're sitting at roughly 9.1 million. The Hedera DeFi scene took a little bit of a hit going back here on February 16th. This is when we see not only the network outage, but we also did see a little bit of FUD around the token unlocks and all that. So this started to drop off drastically. Now we're sitting at about roughly $64.7 million worth of TVL, which, by the way, is still almost 1 billion HBAR. We were at around like 2 billion HBAR at some point in time, but I do think that this is going to soon break to the upside. Very similar to what we've seen back here, where we've seen the sell-off back in November due to FTX, and then we've seen sideways momentum. All of a sudden, boom, when the price skyrocketed, that's when DeFi and TVL on Hedera started to skyrocket as well. I think that the price of HBAR is about to break out. I've been watching the price chart. I've been watching what's happening around Hedera. Also, if you've been in the Discord, Encrypt30 recently posted in the Discord his chart of HBAR. I think that's solid. I think that's pretty accurate as well. 10 cents has been brewing for a very long time, and I think that HBAR is breaking out is going to seriously shock a lot of people. I think that's going to catch a lot of people off guard because a lot of people are still expecting lower price action on HBAR. I mean, what else do you really want? We had the network outage. We also had a massive token unlock. We've seen so much FUD over on Twitter. Yet guess what? The price only came down to about like 5.5, 6 cents. I mean, you'd expect us to come back down to 4 cents, 3 cents, maybe even lower. But no, we didn't see that. This is also why I think that Hedera is going to be pretty large going forward on in time, because the community around it has been growing rapidly. I mean, even if you go over to Hedera, right? One thing that I've noticed about Hedera is that the followers have been really skyrocketing, but also the engagement. The engagement has been pretty solid from Hedera lately, and I'm very excited about that because, again, the more community growth, the more engagement that you have, the more and more you see come back as well during the next bull run. Because, again, you have the Hedera name spreading so fast because you already have a community that's been here during the bear market that is still here in the bull market. Then all of a sudden you see a pouring of new individuals as well because Hedera is, well, trending. And you also see a lot more bigger YouTubers as well talking about Hedera, influencers, spreading the name around Hedera. Recently we've seen BitBoy talking about Hedera as well, which was a surprise, but we're going to start to see more and more individuals talking about Hedera going forward on in time because of what's happening on Hedera. But also the ecosystem is expanding rapidly. And remember that the Hashgraph Foundation, recently talked a little bit about their Web3 accelerator program with Lumos Labs. We're excited to introduce the winners of the previous cohort. After 5 months and 500 plus applications, the first shortlist saw 20 startups, resulting in 3 winners. And we've seen a few things around that. First off, music NFTs, more music NFTs, but we do see the first place we selected, we selected Alive Music ETH, the interactive immersive world for every song to come alive through a selection of tools to customize virtual worlds, including spatial audio. The team at Alive is enabling artists to perform in the metaverse and connect with fans. And you can see a little bit around this. Like, look at this. This is actually pretty solid. I mean, honestly, graphical wise, I think that this is pretty good. But also, we do see down here, next up, we have Carpine, the blockchain and IoT-based supply chain track and trace solution for fashion and luxury retail to create digital twins. We basically see a lot of these use cases already building out on Hedera, so why not add another one to the table? Post-accelerator, Carpine has transformed from a traditional supply chain track and trace solution to a Web3 value chain solution with an entry into layered clothing on Roblox, providing a Web3 interface for fashion in the metaverse. And then finally, we have Stream NFT HQ, the conditional ownership protocol for NFTs in the Hedera ecosystem. And look at how solid this looks. This looks awesome. So this is pretty cool. And I'm not too sure if this is CSGO over here, but it looks like CSGO, which I just talked about CSGO actually and how it was my invitation into crypto back in like 2014. It's what really got me into crypto, and ever since I have not turned I have not turned back from crypto. So very cool. And I do think that we will start to see more and more Web3 projects building out on Hedera. I think that the HBAR storm is brewing, and I think HBAR is going to really surprise a lot of people going forward on in time. I know that I said this in the past. I know 2021. I gotta say, I was wrong in 2021. I really thought that HBAR was going to go much, much higher than 50 cents. And it's because of a surprise to the supply. We were not expecting a massive token unlock like we've seen from Hedera back in 2021. And I do think that that stifled price action quite a bit. But now we have marketing, we have projects going live, we have NFTs skyrocketing, we start to see volume pouring into the NFT scene already, but also DeFi. DeFi has been expanding rapidly in terms of the offering that there is on Hedera. We start to see more and more projects building out and releasing live projects like Blade Labs with Blade Wallet. That is doing incredible things in terms of, one, a facelift to their current wallet, but also introduction of Ethereum capabilities. Also introduction of Blade Wallet transaction fees. Seeky as well. Seeky has been a big one that we've been watching for a while. The NFT scene around music is growing rapidly over on Hedera, which I'm very excited about. And then last but not least, we also do see more and more Web3 projects coming over to Hedera. We do see here from StackUp HQ, which I think that this is actually a small Twitter account. Yeah, 5.6K. But we do see looking to work on more Web3 projects, but unsure on how to get started. Check out the latest collaboration with Hedera. Get ready to shift the way you think about building Web3 projects as you kickstart a unique learning journey. And yeah, they go in depth on Hedera. They go in depth on Web3 as well. Again, I think that we are starting to see a major change happening around Hedera. We're starting to see a major focus on marketing, building, expanding, and I just think that Hedera is going to be an unstoppable machine going forward. I think that, with what we've seen them focus on during a bear market, which I think community growth has been a big one for Hedera. It's always been a big problem as well from the marketing standpoint. They went full focus back in 2022. And I'm very happy about that because it did allow a lot more people to learn about what Hedera was doing, what they were becoming, and what they will become. And so far, I have not been disappointed. And I know a lot of people out there will say that they have been, because you're going to say, well, why isn't the price higher if we were starting to see massive transactions and this and that? And price is like the last thing to follow through. We've already seen expansion of, one, enterprise. We've started to see expansion of the NFT world, the DeFi world. I mean, enterprise-grade applications going live on Hedera. We just recently started talking about the Coupon Bureau yesterday, that they have a huge announcement coming this summer. I mean, what more do you want? Soon, price action will follow through. I believe that. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, though. I'd love to hear from you all. With that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys have more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. So it's up to you all. Have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this people world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.